Now I'm gonna smell like latex the entire time. Welcome back to another video. Last time we looked at some cheesy movies. Now today we're gonna look at some anthologies. Like in the last videos, these are not in any particular order. They're just films that I think you should watch during the Halloween season. Alright, let me consult my book of movie thingies. And let's just see. First movie on our list is John Carpenter's Body Bags.
I have to finish digging your grave.
John Carpenter presents Body Bags.
This movie, of course, is an anthology. All of these movies kind of have like a wraparound story, and this one's no different, where the wraparound story is this fucking ghoul called John Carpenter. He's in a mortuary, and he tells the story of these dead bodies that are in these body bags. Title drop! I mean, just look at this guy.
Tell me, how long have you had these feelings of hostility? You can't say? You know, you really shouldn't keep your emotions all bottled up inside. You're hopeless. You should have had a lobotomy. Let's go see what other fun things we can find to do.
He looks exactly like John Carpenter. There's no difference. There are 3 stories in this movie, and the stories are The Gas Station, directed by John Carpenter, Hair, also directed by John Carpenter, and then I, directed by Tobe Hooper, which, if you don't know, he directed the Salem's Lot movie and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to go over too much detail on these movies. I'm just gonna go over the basic plot, synopses of it. So basically, The Gas Station takes place, funnily enough, around Haddonfield, where there's a serial killer on the loose, and this lady needs to be alone at this gas station, and a lot of weird things start happening. There's a lot of cool cameos in this movie. For instance, there is a small cameo from Wes Craven, Sam Raimi, and there's one other guy. I put his name up here. He was from American Werewolf in London. He was the main character from that movie. And the fact that it takes place around Haddonfield is just a nice little wink. Again, like, pretty simple premise, but the way it's shot, it's in its classic John Carpenter style. So, you know, you get all that kind of cool stuff. Very short and sweet. Hair is basically about this guy who's balding, and he finds this company that can do hair transplants, and obviously that doesn't go too well. And then I is that one is directed by Tobe Hooper, actually has Mark Hamill in it, which is really weird to see, and he does some really fucked up stuff, but he's really good in this. And I really like the wraparound segments with John Carpenter. It's kind of like a nice fresh breath air. And God, that thing's so loud. Listen, that's my fucking that's my ceiling fan. That's what's making that noise. I would say my favorite segment it has to be a tie between The Gas Station and The Eye, but both of them are really good. Actually, all of them are really good, but I just prefer either one of those two. And that movie is on Tubi, so watch out for that one. Next movie on our list is Creepshow.
No, this is going to be an entirely new experience.
Creepshow, the most fun you'll ever have being scared.
This movie is one of my favorite anthologies. I know I said there's no preferences of these, but I mean, I've got this this flannel on here. You can see there's that segment from Father's Day, and then if you pull this up, it's the guy from the crate. Look at him, he's a little guy. Then I've got an actual Creepshow comic. This is the NECA figure that came out a while back. I have the original head sculpt from like the poster on it. I got this figure. I don't really remember what company was this. It's a really shitty figure in my opinion, but this part is really cool. The little head on the tray. This movie is presented in like a comic book style. There are 5 segments, which are Father's Day, The Loathsome Death of Jordy Verrill, Something to Tide You Over, The Crate, and They're Creeping Up on You. This movie is the perfect anthology. quick, nice, simple stories, great payoffs, awesome gore by Tom Savini. Just really, really cool. Father's Day is about these people retelling this story of a woman who killed her father on Father's Day, and he comes back to life. The death of Jordy Verrill actually has Stephen King in it. He also wrote most of these. It was in collaboration with George J. Romero, which he directed these. So I was pretty excited to see him in acting in this movie. And that one's about this meteor that flies down on this guy's farm, and stuff happens. And this story, I think, takes place around Castle Rock, which, if you don't know, is where Stephen King writes not most, but some of his stories. Like The Body, aka Stand By Me, takes place in Castle Rock. And there are a whole bunch of stories that takes place there. Something to tide you over is about this psychopath who has his victims buried in the sand at a beach at like head's length, right? And he lets the tide go over and drown them. That was a really fun one, and I think it was Leslie Nielsen who plays the villain, which I'm used to seeing him playing a goofy comedy guy, you know, from I think he was from Airplane, but he plays a really menacing villain here, which I love to see. Love to see. Next one is about a couple of guys who find a crate, and something lurks within the crate. Then they're creeping up on you. Is about this guy who is a hypochondriac, dickhead, fucking asshole who starts to see cockroaches around his apartment, and it gets kind of wild from there. You'll just have to see it for yourself. Overall, all of these segments are fucking just awesome in their own ways. It's classic. I think the wraparound story, the kid who was in the wraparound story is Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. Creepy little motherfucker, was he? Yeah, just a really, and I think it takes place during Halloween. I'm pretty sure, because there's a pumpkin in the beginning. This movie is on Amazon for like $3, I think. You'll just have to look. It's not on any streaming services that are free from what I've seen. For $3, I think it is very worth it. Watch that movie now, or else, buddy, I'm gonna fucking eat this. Next movie on our list is Ghost Stories from 2017. Ghost Stories is about this investigator who is a big skeptic in the paranormal community, and he goes to visit his professor, and he gives him 3 cases to solve, or not solve, but I guess try to solve, and he wants him to try to debunk them. This one is it's definitely in the anthology style, but they're like it all blends together pretty well over the like the wraparound story of the investigator. He goes to investigate all these paranormal stories, and things start to happen which are pretty cool. I think the segment with the kid is probably my favorite one. It's really, really, really creepy. This movie is just so creepy like most of the time, and then the ending just hits you in the fucking face. Like you don't even expect it. Well, you could kind of expect it, but I went in blind for this one, and it definitely gave me a surprise. So definitely consider watching this one. Perfect movie for a nice little Halloween ghost story. That one is also on Tubi. Next movie is Trick or Treat.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah yes, this one is proclaimed to be the best Halloween movie ever, and I do agree with it, other than Halloween itself, obviously. But this one is a close contender. It obviously takes place around Halloween, and it follows these characters in their different situations. It kind of it's like it takes place over one night kind of thing, where it goes over this with these characters, these other characters. They stick by their story, and then they go over to another set of characters in that same kind of situation. I also have this movie on VHS. I think this is by Caddy Video on Instagram. Really cool VHS. But the thing is, it's on here twice. The movie is on here twice. Like right after the credits start, the movie starts again. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I really do like this. Pretty cool. And I'm sure you've seen the mask that I got. This here good guy is Sam. He's a reoccurring character in the Trick or Treat movie. And he's a little mischievous little bastard. He's a sneaky guy. Watch out for him. This Halloween, you better watch out. Yeah, all the stories in this movie, they kind of come together at the end, and it's really satisfying to watch. This movie just kind of oozes the Halloween spirit. Every Halloween, I have to watch it at least 1,000 times. This one's on Amazon for $3.79. So, sorry. The movie was also directed by Michael Dougherty, which he also directed the Krampus movie. The final movie, or I should rather say movies, on this list is very interesting. These series of movies are called VHS.
Guys, come on!
I like you.
These are a series of movies where, of course, it's an anthology, but most of them are like bad or not really that worth it. So, I mean, all of the movies have their own really good segments, but others are just like not that worth it. Like the entirety of the third movie, VHS Viral, is just fucking shit. Like it's all bad. It's all bad. But the first movie, the second movie, 94. I think there was one where it was like 1988. They're also gonna there's a new one coming out soon, which is the VHS Halloween. I'm kind of excited to see that. But I picked out some segments that I think are worth watching. So these are Safe Haven from VHS 2, Storm Drain from 1994, The Empty Wake from 1994, Slumber Party Alien Abduction from 2, Amateur Night from 1, which, fun fact, that movie was directed by David Bruckner, which he is most famous for directing The Night House. There was that Southbound movie, and then he directed the Hellraiser reboot, which, if you haven't seen that, watch it now. It's actually really good. The fucking practical effects are superb, and it's not like your normal reboot where it just is more the same. It reinvents itself in a way, and the person who plays Pinhead, perfect. Then there was a Ride in the Park from 2. Yeah, when watching these movies, yeah, you're gonna get some really bad ones, some okay ones, but that's the fun of watching an anthology. You can there's one story, you watch it, think it's okay or bad, and then go on to the next one, and that one could be even better or even worse. It's like a box of chocolates. Shut the fuck up, Forrest. Jesus. And I think it's fun to watch these every Halloween. Some of them are just really fun, like the fucking Slumber Party Alien Abduction. That one is oh, did I forget to mention that these are all found footage? Yeah, they're all found footage. So expect if you're motion sick or you get motion sick, probably don't watch these. You know, if you're in for some schlock, some good time. Horror segments, some pretty good gore at times, some pretty disturbing stuff, and some really cringy acting. Go for the VHS movies, except the third one. Stay away from that one. Stay away from the third movie. Please, do not watch that one. Alright, that concludes today's episode. Thank you all for watching so far. I really appreciate it. Next Friday, we're going to take a look at some movies that actually take place on Halloween and are pretty good. So I hope you tune in next time. Put down in the comments below if you have any other movies or shows or anything like that you've seen and you think that are underrated or underappreciated. I will watch them. and I'll probably make a list in the future. You know the drill, like the video, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next Friday. Goodbye. And if you'll excuse me, I have to go terrorize some children.
You think I'm mad, don't you? Perhaps we're both mad.